the next slide now. And our total addressable markets. Well, now we're actually focusing on primary schools and secondary schools because we believe they are more receptive to new technologies, to new innovations, and then to be a kind of easy target for us. Actually, in the summer of this year, we actually launched our web app, and we actually onboarded 6 schools to our pilots testing stage. So these are impact stories that we actually have from our parents, from the students, and also from our teachers as well. So can we watch the next slide, please? Alright. The business models, we have subscription plans for 10 lakhs for each school. Every child is actually expected to pay a certain amount of money, a fixed amount of money for that 10. And also we have training and consultation, partnership and sponsorship. We are widely valued, probably an organization that we want to kind of have a kind of our own, we want to personalize our platform, actually customize that for you. And also the enterprise solution about you as a corporate entity, probably want to enroll your staff in kind of in any platforms, can actually customize that for you as an organization. And how much are we asking for? We are seeking for $10,000 investment to scale our operations, refine our technology, and reach out to more schools and communities in Nigeria. Like I said earlier on, we actually onboarded about 6 schools in our pilot testing. We are presently doing that in Bauchi State. And we intend to take over the whole of northern schools where we move down southeast and other part of Nigeria. Sorry, a breakdown. Sorry. Alright, so what is what we're asking for? This is our breakdown of how much we intend to spend on the funding we're actually asking for. Okay, coming up next slide. Alright, so these are our team. We have engineer Wasudi Aremu as our managing partner, myself, Olari Samo as founder and customer success manager, and Ayefelo Aista as our head of innovation and learning. Okay, so the website, the application is actually available as a web app now. You can log on to learnforage.com.ng/demo, and there's given user details that I can actually use to log in as a parent. So please, for the children you love, can you join us to flourish together? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Are you a teacher?
Yeah,
yourself?
I used to teach. That was my secondary school days. After I finished secondary school. So before I got admission to the institution, I was teaching for about 2 years.
Do you know why I asked?
Yes, sir.
Because, for you to have a learning management system that will have courses or subjects, you yourself need to be in the system to know what is current. Am I speaking right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's your question. I'm actually certified instructional designer.
Yes, certified what?
Instructional designer.
Sorry, enlighten me.
Yes, that's I actually took a short course on instructional design.
No, I'm asking about the course. Pointed us to basic science.
Exactly, yes, those courses actually the curriculum actually got from the school. So these are actually created by teachers.
From which school?
One of the schools was created as in our pilot stages.
So how do I believe that the curriculum of that school is good enough for my child?
Exactly, because these are curriculum that are actually certified by the basic by UPEP. These are the basic Universal Primary Education Board.
So you need to have a relationship with that board.
Exactly, we do.
You do?
Yes, sir.
Do they give you a license?
No, not license, partnership actually.
I'd like to see that document.
Okay, it's not available now.
Not now, but
excellent.
Just for you to know. And my other question is, you say you need $10,000. How long would you need to generate $10,000 from your subscription and service?
Exactly. That should take us about 7 to 8 months to actually do that. Because based on the feedback we actually got from the schools that are actually onboarded, they're actually using the platform now. And they're actually using seeking the funding to actually enhance the platform. Based on the feedback we actually got from these schools, they're currently using the platform now. The schools will be onboarded in the initial stage.
Sorry, how much is $10,000 in Naira?
That's about 10 million naira.
10 million Naira. And you say you can regenerate that?
Exactly, 8 months, 7, 8 months.
So how much is per subscription?
Exactly, it actually goes for a token of 5,000 naira per 10 in a school. Per student, yes, ma'am. Exactly, 5,000 naira per 10.
So how many students do you need to generate $10,000 or 10 million naira?
Well, from what we have, we actually about 6 schools, we have 600 students. We have a total of 4,000 students currently now. So that's just much more than enough.
I'm asking, your 10 million naira, right?
That would take us like 2 times to get that, to generate that.
All right.
Okay, thank you. So I'm cautious of time, so very quickly. So for me, I have a 4-year-old at home, right? So I have to consider the way he learns. It's not so much about just the content, because anyone can dump a curriculum and put it on the platform. you have to be able to understand how do these children actually learn. For example, have you considered gamifying some of what they do to make it more interactive?
To make it more interactive, we have gamify feature on the platform. And I really want us to just have a kind of previous on, probably because of our time, can actually get to see one-on-one and see what it actually looks like.
I'm aware that most schools now, primary schools and secondary schools, already have LMS. Most people, most standard schools already have an LMS platform where parents can do everything, all the features you mentioned. So it means that your market size has reduced.
Exactly.
Right? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, very much aware of that.
So how is it, for some of this, what else are you selling to me?
Now,
as a school
from actually doing research and the food that we've done from business, we are getting to understand that we are not the only startup that's actually offering the solution. But what we are bringing together, we're bringing more of a learning management system and the community support.
Thank you. You may not be able to answer. No, you may not be. No. Prof. Hello, sir. Thank you, sir. You can go back to your seat, sir. Thank you. Teacher, hello. Sir, please come. Okay, you can go back to your seat. You know what? Because of time, please. Because of time. Also, for those that have received the white papers, you can indicate the contestant you want to put down your figures for and state. Am I correct? All right, please, after the end, after the last person, yeah? Am I good? So number 8 now.
Okay, next in our lineup we have Oluwatife. He is the founder for Illumino Technologies.
Sorry. Can I have a slide, please? Slide is not available. Alright. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oluwatife Olasupo. I am a school teacher and the co-founder of Illumino Technologies. At Illumino Technologies, we are restoring creativity and innovation into the hands of students in secondary schools. A role model of mine, Steve Jobs, said, every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along and changes everything. Today, I'm going to tell you about the revolutionary product in education that's going to change everything for us. Thank you very much. Next. At Illumino, we are reimagining education. And Illumino was founded by myself, Oluwatife Olasupo, a school teacher for 13 years now. I've been teaching further mathematics for 13 years. I met Fola Oluwafemi, our mobile lead, in February of 2023. Patrick Owa and I have been working together since 2021. In 2021, we worked on an examination management system. And Sophia Akinsanya is my very good friend. She's a project manager, and I've known her since 2012. Next slide, please. Anyways, problem overview. Students always say school is scam, right? But then we noticed that 40% of the students say that conventional education is boring and tiring because it doesn't capture or hold their attention. 37% of these same students say that they complain of lower back pain because they carry heavy school bags filled with books and textbooks. Also, did you know that $4 million is spent on paper in schools every day in West Africa? But then here is why this problem matters. Every student needs to have access to quality education, not just rote memorization, not just carry your book and cram and pour in the exam. No, education needs to have a quality impact on the student. Also, no student should suffer back pains because they are going to school. They can easily go to school without stress and come back with their body intact. Also, we need to mitigate the greatest contributor to pollution because paper contributes 40% of deforestation in the world, and deforestation contributes another 40% to climate change. Let's protect it. We have a solution to this problem, and our solution is notebooks, a tablet application that students can use to take paper, their handwritten notes and assessments. They don't need books, no need for notebooks, no need for textbooks. Just carry one tablet and one stylus pen, and you take all your notes and assessments in school. Next slide, please. Thank you. Our market size, we've broken it into 3 parts. The total addressable market, the the edtech market in the world is worth $162.8 billion with a 26% annual growth rate. But in Africa, the edtech market is $15 billion with a 16% annual growth rate. But out of this, we're targeting $396 million with over 13.2 secondary school students in West Africa. Thank you very much. Our competitors, very good guys. We have Edvest, we have ULSC, and we have Symbibot. Thank you very much, Ma. Edvest is a school management system. In and out. But we differentiate ourselves because we allow students to take handwritten notes, thereby retaining psychomotor learning. Thank you very much. Next. Customer acquisition, we have three main methods of acquiring customers. Our network of schools, the NAPP, that's the National Association of Proprietors and Proprietors of Schools, and educational events. Our business model will operate a B2B subscription business model, where schools will subscribe per student, per term, or per year. Our traction, we have generated $5,000 from we got $5,000 seed funding from the Tony Illumin Foundation in December of 2022. We have acquired $10,000 in AWS cloud credit, and we have signed up 2 schools to test our product upon launch. Our product roadmap, in the Q1 of 2024, we look to launch our MVP, testing with Stanford International School and Clemmy High School. In Q2 of 2024, we look to release our stable version with new features, and in Q3 of 2024, we need to acquire 10 new schools as customers. While in Q4, we look to release our student learning assistant. Our student learning assistant is an AI that studies how your child learns and supplies and provides platforms or how he can learn better. Fund deployment. Should we raise any funds? We are deploying our funds in 3 main ways: talent, brand.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
So this is an EdTech platform.
Yes, sir.
I have a couple of questions. Who do you say is your primary customer? The students, the school, or the parents? Hold on. Then number 2, I want to find out about, if I was Tony Elumelu and I gave you a seed fund of $5,000, I would be disappointed that you just used $5,000 plus $10,000 AWS credit to acquire 2 customers that are still testing. So you need to also look at your resource utilization and explain what happened in that regard. That will make me or any other investor a bit confident to give you maybe an additional $5,000 or $10,000, right? Finally, for me, how would you differentiate your offering as against what Flourish just did a while back? How are you different or maybe even better? Thank you.
All right, so could you please recap your first question? Could you please recap your first question?
What was my first question? Who is your primary target?
Primary target.
Is it
Second,
schools, the teachers, or the parents? Thank you.
Schools and students. But primarily schools.
Who pays for the service? Or for
The school.
platform? The school.
Yes, sir.
How much do you charge for that?
$5,000
Who pays that $5,000? The school.
The school, yes.
Pays on behalf of a PP or
Of a
kid?
student, yes.
Okay. Who buys the tab?
The parents.
So it's both.
Yes, sir.
Is the fee the $5,000? What does it cover? Subscription or
The subscription.
of the tab?
The subscription.
How does the tab comes in? Where does that come from?
Okay, we are currently working on a partnership with an OEM in Nigeria. What they're going to do is they're going to provide customized tablets and stylus pens that parents can buy.
So you've not rolled out this, you are still primarily working on it?
Yes, sir.
Nothing is affirmative yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But we have a short demonstration of how it works. It allows students to take their notes and with their handwriting without pen and paper.
So normally in this kind of cases, you should have maybe like a proof of concept, just one hardware software interface outside of the visual or an MVP, just one before you will now go to the several. Just one. Do you have one tablet, anything, anywhere? Yeah.
On a tablet, no. What we provide basically is a software application, not the tablet.
Not a tablet.
Yes, sir.
but your software cannot run without the tablet. Right?
Yes, sir.
You mentioned textbooks and notes, right,
Yes.
on the app.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you going to partner with all the publishers to upload?
Yes, ma'am. We are going to operate a model like the Amazon KDP.
All right, thank you. This mic is hot. Thank you, my brother. You can go back to your seat. Information reaching me has it that one or two were actually complaining about, we have the time there, the stopwatch, or what's it called? You used exactly 5 minutes. You cannot answer all the questions tonight, otherwise we will not leave here. Do you understand? So we're being fair. So do not think this is actually going to affect your pitch at all. All right? My darling sister, how many to go? 2 more to go, right? The last person, okay? I think they said the person is gone already. Is the person still here?
The last on our lineup, we have Suleiman Abubakar. He is the co-founder for Flexity.
Hello everyone, my name is Suleiman Abubakar and I'm the founder and CEO of Blue Tech Solution and FlexGeek. Blue Tech Solution aims to revolutionize the way we actually hire. Like, for example, in Nigeria here, almost 90% of companies want to hire people, fresh graduates who have years of experience. When you go to a company, they say, oh no, we want someone with 3 years experience. Company B say we want someone with 4 years experience, and almost no one wants to hire a fresh graduate. Now we are bridging that gap between education and employment by giving them practical experience, hands-on experience on a paid role. Meanwhile, you don't have to go through going through voluntary work to gain the experience. We hire them, we train them, and then at the end of their training, we source them out to companies to hire them on a full-time role. So our revenue model consists of our profit from the companies who hire them at the end. Like for example, Access Bank normally do graduate training program. We can reach out to them that you don't have to go through the stress of spending millions of naira to train these people and hire them. We can do that for you. We already have trained people that we are certified that yes, they are good in this aspect of things, and then they come to us, they hire from us, and we source the graduates out to them. And then we have FlexGeek. FlexGeek is a freelance marketplace leveraged on AI and blockchain. I've been a freelancer for the past 3 years, and I can say it's been hard and tough for beginners to dive into the freelancing journey with the current competitors we have currently. So we are leveraging AI and blockchain to bridge that gap. For example, as a client, you don't have to go through the stress of going to your dashboard to post a job. After posting a job, you start interviewing about 20 freelancers, and then after they you still have to ponder on who should I choose. So AI can do everything for them by just going to the AI and typing to the AI that I want to post this job. You give AI the required information, or you can also use your voice record to give AI the required information. AI will post the job for you automatically. And then for freelancers, beginners have the opportunity to get verified by going through streamlined process of verification, asking for their ID, a video to ensure that they are not bots, they are real humans, and then an assessment test similar to LinkedIn to ensure that this particular person is skilled in the aspect they put on their profile. So we are bridging that gap to ensure that there is transparency and there is no diversity on the platform. So far, we have gotten about 5,000 people on the wait list looking forward to using our product once it's launched. We have clients and we have agencies and freelancers on our wait list waiting for us to launch the product so they can start using the product. And We have our unique selling point, which consists of AI, like the AI system, and then the verification system, and some other things that we are looking forward to integrating to give us the higher advantage over our competitors. Our revenue streams include membership, verification, and also enterprise solution, and also our membership revenue stream also includes
Do you need water?
Our revenue stream includes membership, and we have different plans on the platform, like the Flexi Gold for freelancers who would like to have access to some part of the platform which a regular user cannot have access to. We have the bronze, we have the Flexi Bronze, Flexi Gold, and Flexi Silver, and we have also integrated a way that freelancers can get notified once a new job has been posted. Like for example, a UI/UX designer can get notified immediately a UI/UX design job is being posted. And then we are also giving opportunity for communities in the platform, whereby you can connect with like-minded people in the same professional setting with you. And also, we are integrating a way you can actually upskill in the platform, where you don't have to go to Coursera to learn to learn a skill. You can do everything in the same app, and you begin your freelancing journey. Thank you. We are seeking funding of $15,000.
Nice. Just hold the mic. So let's give him a round of applause. Are you HR? Are you a human resource?
No, I have a background in software engineering and business development.
No, I mean this FlexGig.
No, FlexGig is a freelance marketplace, and Blade Tech is a staffing and recruiting company.
Oh, fantastic. Do you know what the most important asset is for any organization?
Yes.
What is that?
Staff.
Staff, fantastic.
Yes,
and you are trying to solve or bridge that gap of getting experience.
Yes, sir.
How much experience do you have as an organization for you to solve that problem for me?
Okay, I can say I have about 5 years experience in the employment industry, because I've worked with companies who have helped in the employment part.
Now, you also mentioned that you have some experts.
Yes.
Right? What's the highest level of experience in years that your experts have cumulatively?
You mean my team?
Yes.
Okay, actually, in my team, like the lead developer has 13 years of experience in the in development, and then the UI/UX designer has about 6 years experience.
Because you are trying to solve a very important problem.
Yes.
Yeah, because most of us also went through this, because we need to gather that experience somehow.
Yes.
Right? But I would advise that, because you mentioned that you have 14% of your, what's the total number? 5,000.
5,000 plus.
As agencies waiting for you.
Not only agencies, we have the clients, the freelancers, and the agencies.
That's your market. It's the people looking for jobs. But what I'm trying to say in essence is you need to really work on your value proposition. Alright? Okay. You need to work on your value proposition.
Okay.
Critically.
Fantastic. But I would advise that you take it bit by bit. It's a whole lot. Right? Again, it's quite ambitious. But now, my question is, you mentioned that your university graduates.
No, I'm not.
No. The people on your platform.
Okay, yes.
You train them.
Yes.
So, who are your trainers?
How
did you vet them? What do you train them on? How do you assess their skill area?
Okay, actually, we are looking to partner with an organization in that aspect. Yeah, I mean, an organization that is already, they have the credibility already. So to give us the peace of mind that yes, they will do what's required.
Exactly. And now you're, or you're just sourcing?
No, I'm not sourcing.
You're just sourcing. You're going to pay the organization.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, thank you. So we have one more to go. Judges, we have one more person. Frances, can we have you? Are you serious or you're joking?
Please, it's live. We have a health disorder I'm a health tech person, you know. So my background is biochemistry, and so there's what we call FBI. It's called financial blood pressure. FBI is a disorder that in 90% of Nigerian men. So they don't know that they have it. So please put the slide up. So this FBI, don't worry. So they're joking with me. Don't worry. No, it's my investors are not here. Sir, please, I want to have a private meeting with two of you because see people have. So how do you overcome FBI? There's what we call alert sin. Alert sin. 2 mil every week. That's 2 million in cures. Please, someone appreciate our judges.
Judges, I think you all need to sit together on the table, right? We'll excuse you for a few minutes so that we can move on to other things because of time. Once again, can we please celebrate the judges for doing a good job?
You guys did well. All eyes on the judges.
Well done, well done. Well done.
You know, our judiciary, they are tech people. All eyes, they were technical. That's why they use technicality. So please appreciate our judges.
So we need to get into this real quick.
Yeah.
It's important that everyone who's here seated, you've listened to the 10.
Yeah.
You have your favorite already. The judges will release the results shortly. But before they do that, you can support whichever cause you believe in.
Yeah.
All right, 10 of them, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Please, kindly do that with a paper, and you can indicate the individual you want to support with a small paper that you have with you, please.
Yeah.
Very important. So ushers, much later, you go round to pick the papers. Are we good? And so far, I heard we've only gotten minus 50,000 naira. All right? I mean, even this hall, that can't pay for this hall.
At all, please. The last contestant, you should leave him for me.
The last who?
The last
guy?
Yeah.
Why?
Just leave him.
The guy is in.
I will sponsor him.
With what?
Don't worry. So please, we are very serious now. This is a serious business. The reason why you see a lot of Nigerian youths are out there doing the wrong thing is not that we are not talented, but we don't have support. So putting up this event is not an easy task. It's something that involves a whole lot of fun. You know, life is just beyond your own self. The people you invest in today will determine your story tomorrow. So please, right now, this table, this is a special table. You see the way they are serving people special. You are the chief launchers, not chief choppers though. So I think we'll pass the papers around.
Yes, so we'll move to the next speaker real quick. While the judges are collecting the results, we'll move to the next speaker. Can I have West Pebble, please?
So but before we call the next speaker, we're supposed to take the mic to each table and...
Yeah, to let us know what they want to do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I know Nigerians, if you don't threaten them, they will not do something. This table, you don't support your...
Ushers, please come and pick this. Hello? Ushers, you need to work with us, please.
Your transformer will... So please get... we have to, so that this program can continue. Very important.
Ushers, Someone has filled this already? Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so the account detail is here. And remember, please, this is where we have millions. It's not just somebody.
We have the account details on the screen.
Somebody will come and send 1,000 naira. No, please.
Frances, how much are you giving us?
Because of security reasons,
you don't want to name?
I'll talk to Jerry.
Okay, no problem. So can we go ahead? Have you collected it from you, please? Huh? My brother, ever since this lady walked in, you've not been the same. Sorry, who's she to you? Sir, oh, your wife. Oh, wow. That's good. Nice to meet you. Hawaii, what's your name?
Incidentally, I have not been to Ife for a long time. Alright, so good evening everyone. Good to see you here. Good evening, sir. I enjoyed your keynote. I was wondering whether I should still come up to speak after hearing you. Please let's put our hands together for him again. Cherry, I'd like to congratulate you and the NAIJA Tech Brain team for this laudable and timely initiative. I want you to clap for them as well. You know, when I looked at the logo of the NAIJA Tech Brain, it was very instructive for me. You know, many times people think of Nigeria and think of things that are not so nice, right? I remember I went for a conference in China when I was doing my PhD. And we sat at the table with the Chinese professor, and it was, so like, where am I from? And then he relayed this example. I'm sure you know it wasn't a very nice example. It was something that had to do with cybercrime and all that. But a program like this is to change the narrative. We might have been hearing some bad news about Nigeria, but really, Nigerians have the talent to change the narrative. As I was introduced as the national coordinator of a new program called the National Talent Export Program. And I'll be talking about that shortly as I go ahead. So the title of this little talk, short talk, is how to make Nigeria a center of excellence for innovation. Our first keynote speaker did a lot when he talked about innovation, so I don't have to go there. But you know, when we're talking about excellence, you are talking about someone that is outstandingly good. We've been known to be outstandingly good for other things, but it's time for us to be outstandingly good for innovation. And I mean, as the speakers have been speaking, they've talked about the fact that yes, tech is an enabler, but we have many areas that we can export our talent. I'm sure you agree with me. And that's what NATEP is about. You know, in Nigeria, we have a lot of competitive advantages that can make us a center of excellence. I'll mention just a few. For example, you know that 65% of our population is under the age of, who can guess? Not 40, 25, 65%. I want to compare and contrast that. I said I schooled in Korea. In Asia, about 25% of their people in the next few years will be over 65. You know, that's why they're also having, many countries are coming up with programs to try to help migration to their countries because they know in a few years they are not giving birth like us, right? And they have, I mean, long life expectancy, so they're staying there for the long haul. So they're trying to put in programs that will help to bring people in. So that's an advantage that we have. In other areas like the creative industry, 3%, it's stated that 3% of the global economy is from the creative industry. And in Nigeria alone, we're expecting over $400 million from the creative sector. So these are advantages. We have disadvantages, but it's good for us to focus on the advantages. I'll talk about 3 locations before I talk about what I'll call the A to G of the process that will help to make Nigeria a center of excellence for innovation. The 3 places are Singapore, Shenzhen, and Silicon Valley. I'm sure most of us have heard of at least 2 of them. By show of hands, how many people have heard of Singapore? Many, I'm sure. How many people have heard of Silicon Valley? The first keynote speaker also talked about that. How many people have heard of Shenzhen? Few people. But they are key areas, they are key places. Singapore is a country. Singapore, just less than about 40 years ago, Singapore was, we're neighbors. We're all 3rd world countries together. Today, Singapore is a 1st world country. Today, Singapore is known as the global center of excellence for financial services. Today in Singapore, when you want to open a company, it takes you just 3 hours. Today in Singapore, their GDP is $617 billion. So you see a lot of progress. Let me talk about Shenzhen. Shenzhen is the place where most of these manufacturers manufacture. It's a global center of excellence for manufacturing. Apple manufactures there, IBM and so on and so forth, because they manufacture very fast. Shenzhen, just about 40 years ago, used to be known as a center of fishing. Today, Shenzhen is the center for fishing for investment. In the last 40 years, Shenzhen has been able to generate $300 billion in investment. Shenzhen has about 475 billion as their GDP. So these are things that, a lot of progress has taken place in Shenzhen. Same thing with Silicon Valley. We all know that Silicon Valley is the global center for innovation, technology innovation across the world. And Silicon Valley is doing a whole lot. 45% of the venture capital in the US is coming from Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley also has $275 billion as their GDP. And Silicon Valley is not a country, it's not a city, it's just part of a city, just annexing San Francisco. So what are some of the things? I looked at some of the factors that I have in this country, on these different examples, and I'll put them at what I call the A to G of what Nigeria needs to do to become that global center of excellence. The first is A. A is attitude. My friend Shile introduced me to Sherry, and I remember when I was appointed as the head of NATED, and we're having a talk. And we realized that, we can train our people, we can give them the skills, but if they don't have the right attitude, it will be difficult to compete globally. The late Stephen Covey, in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talked about the need for knowledge, skill, and attitude. You go to Dubai, you'll find out that many Filipinos are there as managers. You see the managers in the hotels, managers at the airport. Most times when you see Nigerians there, they're either maybe cooks or security agents. And I don't think the Filipinos are much better than us. But there's this thing about attitude, the people can trust them. So attitude, as we're teaching our people, it's also important to teach them an issue of attitude. What is B? The best and the brightest brains. You have to support meritocracy if you want to make it. And that's what helped Singapore. They promoted it, they institutionalized it, and today Singapore is what it is. C is competent. We talk about, that talks about areas of about skill. I added, when the first speaker was talking, I added something from what he said. He said curiosity. In some countries in Europe, they start their people learning. It's not the same we do it here. They let them experiment, they let them be curious. And it helps them to develop that skill that helps them to succeed. D there is determination. The keynote speaker talked about Steve Jobs and we celebrate him. But Steve Jobs failed a lot of times. The company that he started, he was kicked out of it. He failed. I mean, when I grew up, my dad had a computer company, one of the first in northern Nigeria. So I used Apple II, I liked it. Apple III failed. He failed a couple of times. You know, in Silicon Valley, we talk about Silicon Valley, you know, but Silicon Valley promotes they actually have a conference called FailCon, Failure Conference, because they don't want it to be that people are mortified with the issue of failure. In Nigeria, we have to support people. Someone that fails at something doesn't mean it's a total failure. It just might mean that it's better at something else. So it's important that determination is key. Ecosystem is E. Nobody can do it alone. We're stronger together. So when we have the government, we have the private sector, we have investors, we have startups working together as a team, you know, it makes sure that we can succeed. I was part of the team that helped to develop the Nigeria Startup Act. And that's what it's trying to do, to make sure that, you know, everybody is playing a role to make sure that things happen. F, I'm sure you can guess what F is. Finance. Money makes the world to go round. Someone said that in marriage, romance without finance is a nuisance. So it's the same thing when we're trying to work in this idea of making something innovative. It's important that capital comes in, capital from the government, capital from the private sector, and so on. And last but not the least, G. G is for government. I'm here, I'm a member of the government. I know that, you know, the rules, the policies, the strategies that are developed help to... He's trying to tell me my time is up, I guess. Okay, I thought he was coming there. Don't worry, I'm wrapping up. So government has a key role to play, but not government alone. Government wants to partner. You know, I used to represent my boss, a former minister in last region, at events. And somehow I used to have one of my classmates, where is she here? We had a classmate, Benga Sheso. So Benga Sheso will come for the meetings, he comes as private sector and so on. And so we'll be there. I said before, I just give a disclaimer before I start talking. I said, we're classmates, and if we're going to fight on this stage, but we're classmates. You know, government is not the enemy. We have to work together to make this work. And so that's why NATEP was established. NATEP, like I said, National Talent Export Program, was launched by the president on 22nd of September in New York. What do we want to do? Very simple. We want to export talent services, right? We want to make sure that, you know, we create BPOs across the country to attract jobs from outside. Sometimes we have a problem with jobs in the country, they're not sufficient. But right now, according to World, 69 million jobs that are going to be created this year alone. We want to attract a bulk of it. India, Philippines, they are profiting from it. Nigeria, do you know how much was last year? Who knows? Any ideas? We made just 47 billion, right? Philippines made about 35 or 36 billion from outsourcing alone last year. India made 177 billion from outsourcing. And I believe that we can do it. So, I mean, I'll share things, I can meet people afterwards, but that's why we're here. I want to thank Sherry. I would like you to know that we'll do what we can to support you at the NATEP level. This is a very nice initiative. We want our people in diaspora not to just go there and relax and enjoy, but to think about what they can give back to the country. I want to thank you and celebrate you for what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Femi Adelui. The judges are being threatened as we speak. They'll be looking left, right, and center. Judges, hope nobody has told you to send your account number. Aha. Okay. Fantastic. But it's important we remind people, my brother, of the donations. Very important. Let's know the individual you're pitching for. Kindly put the person's name on whatever it is you're putting down on paper. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Money is very, very important.
Very important. Because this Singapore and Shanghai, those people now, they support projects like this. Yeah. The last time I was at Singapore website. You know, this Jabati, please be putting down. This Jabati is not for everybody. Everybody now is doing Jabba. you're in Nigeria, small quarter, your wife will take you to Ojota police station. You want to jump out with her. So please be putting it down. Yeah, someone believe in Nigeria. This country is lovely. Because when you look at the challenges abroad, somebody will be married for 30 years, will just wake up one morning. I can't take it anymore. I can't. What's the problem? I can't feel you. You know when last my wife feel me? I won't feel me for this country. You leave your house in the morning, you meet road safety. You meet last man. You meet police. You meet army. As you are coming back home, you stay 4 hours traffic, Aja to Aja. I want to film in this country. He says, you can't report to your mom. I caught my husband. Your mom will laugh. You see, this your father that is a dicky. He tell you, my sister, pray. This is your father that is a dicky, I pray. What God cannot do.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Nigerians sweet, but please donation. Let's do this at table. See, my brother, if we follow this way, Nigerians, you see, some guy is giving us figures. And our producer, Obi, you know the numbers. It's not about number. Table by table, let's do it. Even the judge himself. Because this judge will come here and be judging people.
But I think this table has done the needful.
And they be sure.
Yes, I think so.
Because
with the help of Madame, I think so.
Sister Sherry, you know this our Nigeria, we know the way we follow our people here. We have to be rugged. We threaten them. If you don't donate, there will be chaos. I'm not doing quiet life here. Go to the UK, you see a child, you want to kill one. You say, no, let's take it to its habitat. Nigeria, you see one. Please bring this out, bring this out. So we have to be hard, table by table, please.
Alright, what we're doing that.
Okay,
are you to that table?
Inventor.
Yes. So you may not be able to
support another inventor.
But what he's trying to say, please, if you still have the papers with you, kindly put pen on paper. Very, very important. All right? You stay in Lagos, outside Lagos? I'm talking to you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in Nigeria.
Okay.
We'll go anywhere.
Fantastic.
Please, be writing down. If you live here and you don't support, this is our small job. What will happen to your stomach? It's not mainland bridge where there is traffic. That is why our God will judge you.
Alright, let's quickly jet straight. Our time is fast spent already. And I know that a lot of people need to go back to their houses. In a few minutes, we're gradually coming to the end of this. We'll get the results. We'll move to our words. And we have a set of female judges, no, not judges to be precise, guests who are here to lead us through the next session. Can we get their names, please? Put up the slides, please. Once you're introduced, we'd like you to come on stage real quick because of time. And I guess before they are done, the results will be ready. Can we get the audio, please? Multimedia. All right, you're setting up the awards already. Fantastic. I think the judges are set already.
Start up their own skincare brands. Meet the speakers for our talk show all-women panel. Mrs. Violet Adesina, she's the moderator for the panel and also the leading chemist at Amla Botanicals. She's a business expert and consultant. Ms. Violet Adesina is also the co-host for CRC Beauty Lab and has helped a lot of people start up their own skincare brands.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Violet.
She's the founder of Push Factor, an organization centered on inspiring and igniting women to achieve their purpose and dreams. She's a certified professional in emotional intelligence and also a seasoned HR with over 18-year track record of delivering top-notch organization effectiveness through people, process, and technology.
Give it up for Mrs. Sophie. Thank you. Please come on stage.
She is the former Senior Special Assistant on Education to the Governor of Lagos State and has authored several books on STEM education. Her passion lies in breaking the circle of poverty by empowering students with STEM skills. She is a firm educationist, author, and fellow of Moving World Institute.
All right, thank you. Please a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a wonderful privilege to be part of this event, and I want to thank Sherry. You know, I was aware of this idea from when it was just a thought. You know, she shared this with me, and I'm so glad that this has come to life. You know, in Nigeria, you know, we all talk down on our nation. Lots of people talk bad about Nigeria. You know, there's no hope for Nigeria. There's a lot of, you know, negative things we see about our country. But I'm so glad that, you know, someone can rise up and say, let's see how we can make our country, you know, move forward. Let's see how the next generation can make an impact. And so we're here to discuss about the investable next generation. Okay, we're going to talk about, you know, how we can help this next generation, you know, help move our country forward, you know, and make Nigeria a better place. And so I'll just give the opportunity to my speakers to introduce themselves, you know, to the audience. Mrs. Sophie, so please can you tell us, introduce yourself.
My name is Sophie Jelui, and as been introduced, I am a HR professional. I also have a life coach. I've been in the industry over 16, going to 20 years now. People management. So I've also extended that, acquired the skill in coaching, where I have a platform in Push Factor. It's a platform where I help women, you know, just like what we are doing here, to be able to gain clarity, to go after their dreams in area of entrepreneurship, in area of whether it's area of Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I know it's been a very long evening, and I can't wait to lie down on my bed. I'm sure you all feel the same way like I do. Don't worry, we'll make it short and sweet. My name is Dr. Adetola Salau, and I don't know, do I call myself an educational expert? No, I'll call myself a transformational reform agent in education. I've been working in the education space for over 20 years. I was recently appointed midnight this morning to be the special advisor on education to the governor of Kwara State. So I'm very fresh. As I was sitting down there, and the last keynote speaker was talking about the population that we have in Africa, let me even get that screenshot. I was reminded of the title of a New York Times article that I highlighted on my WhatsApp status. I gotta get it quickly, guys. Please bear with me. There we go. The title of that article was "The World is Becoming More African." That's the title of that New York Times article. The world is becoming more African. This is true. I've traveled quite a bit this year, and I have to tell you that every single airport I go, I meet our brothers and sisters. Whether it's at Insabu, whether it's at Gatwick, whether it's at Heathrow, whether it's in Buffalo, wherever it has been, I meet our brothers and sisters. So we are dominating all over the world. We're dominating on Netflix, isn't that awesome? We're dominating on music scene. We are dominating. My issue is, how do we take advantage of this population explosion? And this population explosion is not just an explosion, it's actually a youth explosion. Like he correctly said, across the world, there are declines in their youth population, but we are experiencing the opposite. How do we utilize this effectively? That is my life's purpose, that's my life's work, and that's what I've been doing and I want to continue to do. So I'm hopeful that we'll talk about that, and I'm hopeful that we'll make you think about that tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to thank our keynote speakers. I just want to thank our keynote speakers, Dr. Femi and Mr. Adolphus. You make great points, and I just really want to emphasize on what Dr. Femi talked about. In terms of attitude, we have the best and the brightest brains. In Nigeria, there's so much that we have to offer, out there. And so, how I want to ask this to Mrs. Sophie. How can we attract jobs, from the global economy? How do we prepare, the next generation to be ready, to take such jobs as a HR specialist, and also in push quotes, how can we mentor, and help this young generation to be ready enough to be attractive, to the global economy?
How to be able to bridge that gap and make sure they are attractive to the global economy. I would like to start from saying that that is being able to make them employable, right? So we have the issue of employability in Nigeria. Now, being employed in the industry, you find out that their jobs exist, but the people don't have the skill set to occupy that role. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I've been trying to fill a role for over a year. I've I've even engaged some companies that help recruit. They got tired because the CVs they get from me, they don't match. I personally have not decided to do it myself. You have these CVs, sometimes 200 CVs, 300, but then when you go through that process, you will not get the skill set you have. So it's become very challenging, and sometimes it's not even a fault of the candidate. It's just the educational system is faulty. Why? Because we need to be able to collaborate with educational institutions to be able to teach what is needed in industry. So you find a situation that people graduate and the courses they've done, they don't have the skill set to even do the job that is available. So it's a fundamental issue that needs to be addressed. And so some of the ways that organizations and owners of business, even where I work, have tried to intervene in those areas, I'm speaking to the bridging that gap, is sometimes we have to go to universities and ask them to come in and bring in students to do interns, even internship, like 3 months, 6 months. That way they're able to have a hands-on experience in the area of the field they want to do. So when they come out, they are employable. So that takes me, so you even have people that are employable, they have the skill sets, they have the knowledge, but they don't even have the decent job opportunities to put themselves out there. How do you have such people? Now, they have the skill set, but they don't have the opportunity. So that's where mentorship comes in. So the organizations could go into, corporate mentorship programs to be able to give those people platforms and give them, where they are handheld to be able to, learn. So that is also whereby we advise the youth, you go for volunteer jobs. So you find a situation whereby somebody say, because when we recruit, we always want experience, right? I'll come back to that. We always want experience, 2 years experience, because people don't have the patience anymore to train. And then you train, somebody takes off the next month, especially this Gen Z. After 2 days, 3 days, they're off, right? Okay. So I'm getting there, and that's the investable generation. Meanwhile, we are getting there. So you find a situation, but you go volunteer, go and learn a skill, because it's not just about the money. Because you want to be able to go and say you have something to offer. So one of the ways is to advise them to go and have volunteer jobs, and also, you know, encourage companies to create platforms that enables people to come in and, you know, have such jobs without, you know, create such platform for our young generation to come in and volunteer, because you also have people that have that, you know, they want to do that, but they don't have the opportunity to do that. Now, another way is also, you know, let me also be very frank with you. I'm going to say that even with all that, I have something, I have a particular data I would like to state here that's taking me to somewhere. So I came across this data, April 17, 2023. We have a data that says a global youth unemployment index has shown that Nigeria happens to be, this is April this year, this is the data, you know, if you go on the internet you'll see it. It has shown that Nigeria is the second, when it comes to unemployment rate, the second, you know, when it second in the whole world after South Africa, 61. We are 53% when it comes to unemployment rate. So you can see we don't have enough businesses to employ these people in Nigeria. So we are encouraging, and that is what Sherry is doing. That is what all of us are advised to do, is become a collective concern. Now we should now advise the youth to go into entrepreneurship. Let them go into entrepreneurship. Let's empower them into entrepreneurship. And one of the ways, even corporate organizations, my own organization, we are doing that. For example, you know, through our CSR activities, we've been able to sponsor, you know, individuals, train them in the area of garment making. Then after we've trained them for the garment making, we also patronize them. When we go to schools, we want to build uniforms for schools as a CSR program. We go to the same people and ask them to sew. That way we are empowering them. We've been able to, you know, livestock trainings, empower them to start livestock businesses. We've empowered them to start even beauty businesses. So these are things where companies can do to be able to empower and encourage even our graduates that are out of school to be able to embrace entrepreneurship, because the number is astronomical. 53%. Where do we start? So we want people to enter into entrepreneurship, and it's something all of us are encouraged to do. Like Sherry is doing her bit, bringing us here to invest in this generation. It's called the investable next generation. And I googled that word, you know, and I googled that word investable. It means an object suitable as an investment. It means that this generation are actually stable. As you can see, they all came in young. I was telling my friend over there that they want to retire us. You know, these people want to make us look old. And I'm looking at them, they are my son's age. I say, what? All of them are young. They have the passion, they have the energy, they are adaptable, they are agile, they are innovative, they are creative. So they are really the investable generation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sophie. Thank you so much. In fact, entrepreneurship is something like we need to encourage the next generation to go into. And I think one aspect that we also need to work on, if I may add, to is also the attitude. You know, and Dr. Femi really mentioned that Nigerians have a bad attitude to work. Anywhere you find them, you know.
Stop it. I'm going to have to say that. I don't like, you know, you just said right now that we should always not say things that are negative about us. Actually, we do have the right attitude about work. We're very hard working. Everywhere we go around the world, they love us, what kind of work we do. We should stop talking down to ourselves. Okay? And I was going to talk about that.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Adetola, Dr. Adetola. Yeah, but it's just something I would still want us to address, you know, in terms of the Gen Z work culture, the employability culture. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, Dr. Adetola, I can see that you're a STEM expert. You know, it's what you do. Yeah, so how can we encourage also more young people to embrace STEM? You know, and how can we help them, you know, to get into the system?
All right, first of all, we can encourage them by telling them that we love and we believe in them. First things first. Okay. Wow. I agree with you about the mindset. There's a lot that we need to work on in terms of the mindset of our youth. But you also have to look at it. I engage with them a lot. I talk to them. I like to call them my children. And when I talk to them and I listen to them, there is this sense of helplessness sometimes that they have about this country. So it behooves us to tell them that we love them and we believe in them. And that's why I want us to start working on changing the kind of language that we use about them and the kind of language you use about the country. There's a reason why I'm very, very strong and very opinionated about that. Okay, so STEM. STEM is really about solving challenges, solving problems. So it really comes back again to what you were saying, working on our mindsets, creating opportunities, like she said, platforms where they can experiment and people can work with them and build what they have. That's what it really comes down to. My goal and my dream is beyond these companies doing that, creating a collective programs. You see, I like something that, I can't remember his name, the first keynote speaker had said, we should work with government. A lot of times we have this thing that, oh, government is there. No, no, no. We need to have that PPP, public-private partnership, where we're working together. You have this idea that you want to build and boost entrepreneurship. Fine. Do you know that we were trying to do a lot of that here in Lagos State? We did it in Alimosho, Agege, and Ifako-Ejaye there, where we had competitions, where we had people going, facilitators, going in to train and work with the students. Now, it's nice to do that at the university, but don't you think it's even better when we start when they're in secondary school, from junior secondary, from senior secondary? That way, by the time they are finished university, they're already doing some things. There was a story of a young man. We did a partnership with GIZ, that is a German organization that comes in here to upskill our youth. I brought them here to Lagos State so that they could start working with our secondary schools. Before, they were only working with students who finished from secondary school and then university. I said, no, I want us to catch them young. And they said, you know what, yes, we've been trying to do that and we have done that in some other states. And I said, please come and do that with us here in Lagos State. And they worked with a couple of our youth, and I'm so proud to say, some of those students, those solutions that they've created, they've gone on to now start little businesses from that. And then there was one that they even showcased, that wasn't in Lagos State though, it was in Plateau State. That young man is an employer of other people. He has 5 employees now, after 2 years. That is what I would like to have more private organizations and these startups do, is to come in, start little pilot programs, training these students in schools, giving them these opportunities, like you said, across the scale, and then they can go back and try out things for themselves. So I hope I've planted that seed in your head. Okay. I agree with her because truly, education is strongly linked to job creation and employment. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Adekola. In fact, I can tell you that my children are part of STEM and they're in primary school. You know, my son is in JS, my daughter is in primary 5, and they are engaging in STEM and they are loving it. And I also know, I have also a friend that's into the STEM program, so it's good. And I see my children bringing a lot of innovative things they make, you know, from their classes. So it's very impressive, and you know, I'm really glad that all of this is happening because we have to catch them young. We need to start from their mindset. They say charity begins at home. You know, it's not even just the big programs we organize, it's from what we do with our children, you know, from the house. The values we imbibe in them, you know, it's what makes them grow up and become these adults that have great influence, you know, in our society. So thank you so much, Dr. Adekola. Thank you so much, Mrs. Sophie. It was a wonderful time having these great conversations with you.
Well done, thank you. My brother, you have an announcement. Can we just allow him to make an announcement real quick? Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chukwuka Adikocha.
social media manager for NTB. I would like us now to just have a little icebreaker, perform a little activity. Let us all bring out our phones, please. Your mobile phones in your hands. And I have airtime to share. So please, I would like us to bring out our mobile phones and go online. On your data, if you don't have data, my hotspot is on. You can just search for it. Password is from 0 to 1. And I would like us to all go online, go on your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, and follow us at NAIJA Tech Brain. Just search for our handles there and follow us so that you can see what we are doing, you can keep up with the things we are doing, and you can also get further information on what NTB is doing and the new things we are bringing out. So just follow us on social media right now, and so that you can keep up with us. And any information you have, any questions, you can just send a DM right now, right there, and we'll get to it.
All right, thank you. Can we have all the, we want to announce the results now and to give awards.
Thank you, Jay-Z.
All those that have pitched, please can we have you on side? 1 to 10. Quickly, please, a round of applause for them, please.
1 to 10, please.
1 to 10, real quick.
Can we appreciate them?
1 to 10, 1 to 10, real quick. In no particular order. Just come out, just come out, just come out.
Come out, come out.
Everybody, come out, yes. Yeah, line up, please, line up and face.
Can you go up? Can you go up?
Okay, go on stage,
Go on stage.
And face them.
While they're going on, we're still doing our donations. You were 10. They have reduced.
Yes, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more, 9. Where's the 10th person, please? Okay, just 9. All right, beautiful. So this is what we're going to do.
Okay, yeah.
If you hear your number, you may go back to your set. Oh, fantastic. All right, so I would like to invite our keynote speaker to kindly recognize, talent, sir. So once we call your number, you come down, we recognize you, and then you can go back to your set.
Sorry, we just had to sort something out here. I think, may I maybe after the first break? Sorry, sir. Is it okay to come over to this place? So it just makes life easier for everyone. So what's going to happen, right? We are one of the things that we promised. One of the things that we promised our top 10 finalists is that everyone is a winner, okay? And tonight they've done fantastically well. So, but then the judges, of course, you saw we had the rugged judges tonight. Where is they? They were in the rugged. They're good. They did their job. Have come up with the top 3 winners, top winners, right? But everyone here is a winner, so we're going to recognize their effort. We're going to recognize their effort. So I'm going to hand over this week now to Mr. Ore Phillips as he calls each of the individuals, and then our esteemed keynote speaker will help us to, present the gifts to them, if that helps. in no particular order. So in no particular order.
Can I please call forward the founder or the co-founders rather, of the Pay Score app. Can you please come forward? Come forward to get your award. Okay, as they come forward, I know it's been a long night, as they come forward to collect their award, can we please give them a round of applause? You know, standing in front of a group of people that don't know before, delivering a pitch is not easy, so please let's clap for them. Next, can we please make welcome or call forward the founder of the Energy Clean Award. Can you please come forward to collect the award? Thank you.
Tá bá ṣe tán mi ò lè máa dúró o. Mi ì lè máa dúró tá bá ṣe tán o.
Next on the list, Flexi Game, or Flex Game rather. Please come forward to collect the award. Flex Game. Thank you, let's clap for him, thank you. Next on the list is Illumino Technologies. Illumino Technologies. Please make welcome Top Miles Craft. Let's give her a round of applause. She delivered the beauty. Top Miles Craft.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, we're in the business end of things, and we have the top 4 standing before us. Everyone's been amazing, but this one distinguished themselves and set themselves apart from everyone. So in fourth place, can you please make welcome? Who can guess? Let's make welcome Sundry Agro in fourth place. Let's give him a round of applause. And then there were three. And then there were three. Okay. Apparently, while we've all been sitting here, there's been an online audience, an ongoing online audience category. And I'd like to call back Sundry Agro because those online just love you so much. So please come forward to collect your award.
Yeah, touchdown, I'm young way, I'm turning phone. The boy looking like $1 million. I'm never seen looking $1 billion. So I was applying to learn, yeah. The same way, that's what I'm going. Oh, if I can't even go, get out. Do I look like I give up? Do I look like I give up? Do I look like I give up? Don't give a shot, all that close. Do I look like I give up? Do I look like I give up? Do I look like I give up? I don't give a shot, all that close.
Okay. Now there were three. There are actually three now, so no online anymore. That's one. There are three. So we have the second runner up. So in case you've forgotten the names of their companies, so we have Flourish up here, we have 8MG Africa, and we have Nora. And the second runner up, and this position comes with a cash prize of ₦1 million. Very soon be £1 million. Okay. ₦1 million as the cash prize. Please also remember to support them. Can I please make welcome Flourish! But please remember to support it. Okay. Now there were two. What I'm saying is a battle of the sexes, but this is not, as you can see. Okay. The first runner up. And this position comes with a cash prize of ₦2 million. ₦2 million. The first runner up is who thinks 8MG? Who thinks Nora? Who thinks 8MG? The first one, paying attention. I could have been MC of this program. Okay. Okay, no, I'm just going to call the winner since there are two. Alright? There are two. So the winner of the NAIJA Tech Brain 2023 award Maiden edition. The winner with a cash prize of ₦3 million. ₦3 million. And the winner is
destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, no, I
champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just like that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. I have vision, can't you see? On the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Please go to the stage. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Congratulations! Wow.
Because I know just for me. That's how organization show me love. I will show you more. I'm a leader, move for fire, for fire.
Bring it up. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, BJ.
First, second, and third.
Jesus.
cause it my way. This kind of money, not because it my way. I won't believe if you do it your way. Or if you want, if you do it my way. You should have known it. You tell me you're not doing what I'm praying. I know they can't say that I'm not praying. Money up in my house, right? This kind of love, yeah, will it make me want more on my way? This kind of love, yeah, I got nobody feeling me. Hello.
You're going to get 300,000 naira to support your business. So I think this is my first one. Thank you. All right, let's quickly do the vote of thanks. Thank you. Please, before you leave, vote of thanks is very important. Let's quickly do the vote of thanks. Winner, please. Nora, can you come and give vote of thanks? Nora, can you come and give vote of thanks? Quickly, let's put our hands together.
I wish you all a safe trip back to wherever you're coming from, and have also
bless you.
All right, thank you. It's time to network.
Please listen to this announcement. There's a missing item. We just found an eyelash on the ground. A missing eyelash. She has plate number. All right, my name is Frances. My pleasure being here. DJ, let's hit it up. Let's go now.